It's late at night, you're watching TV with your family. Moments later, 12 federal agents bust through your house, separating you from your kids. Assault rifles aimed at your face and you don't know what's going on. After they interrogate you, you wonder why. You ask them why they did this. They look at you and they say you were on a terror watch list. You didn't know that. Your family didn't know that. Your friends didn't know that, and they would never expect it. Start asking more questions. They look at you and they say, well, aren't you stockpiling ammunition? Yes, sir, I am. Aren't you stockpiling food? Yes, sir, I am. What are you doing that for? Sir, I'm just doing it, just in case. You see, they don't care. If you're a prepper right now, you're on a watch list. And preppers every day, that is their reality. Their houses are being stormed, their families are being taken from them, and they're going to prison. And nobody's talking about it. All you have to do is search on the Google. Find all kinds of stories of all kinds of people just like you and me. We're not hostile, we're not mean. We prep for our own reasons, not theirs. It's just very upsetting, you know. This country, our veterans come back, they're on a terror watch list. They don't look at you as a citizen anymore. You're not a citizen in the United States. You're involved with very seedy groups, prepping cartels, militias. They don't look at you like an American. You just become a domestic terrorist. Whether you want to believe it or not, that's your reality. That's what's happening. It's happening every single day. You have to ask yourself why. Why has it come to this? Why is our country doing this? It's a hard question for me to answer. But I've been thinking about it a lot lately. And what I've come up with, see, the whole prepping movement, it moves us towards sustainability. And once you're sustainable, you're independent. Preppers all over the world, preppers in America, we're unplugging ourselves and we're starting to look at the world in a new light. Our eyes are open to reality and what's happening around us. And even if we prep for normal reasons, say a hurricane or a natural disaster, a storm, losing your job, your eyes are still open to possibility. You're free to think for yourself. Nowadays, free thought is dangerous. They don't like that. They don't like Americans being American anymore. It's upsetting to them. It's contrary to their beliefs. Preppers nowadays are developing the infrastructure to go out on their own. They're independent from the states, they're independent from the federal system. They can live by themselves. Every day we're getting there. We're working very hard to do it. We don't have to go to the supermarket. We don't have to rely on things for food, shelter. We don't have to rely on them. Sustainability breeds independence. Independence breeds revolution. They don't want that. They don't want people thinking for themselves. They don't want your eyes open to possibility. Because if you're willing to believe that some natural disaster will happen and you'll be snowed in your house for 10, 12 days, maybe take it a step further. Maybe you're able to open your eyes to the government and what's going on. Our politicians who lie to us and who promise to represent us, give us all these earth, moon, stars stories. None of it ever comes true, none of it's ever possible. They don't care about us. They don't care about your family. See, preppers, they work to sustain themselves. They work for themselves, for their family, for their communities. The government's the opposite of that. The government only works to make itself larger at our expense. Unlimited executive power, Obama taking office. You know, everybody's upset with him, and I am too. But the scary thing is what happens after? Who's coming in after him? We're setting the precedent for some leader who's going to be much worse. Either side of the spectrum, either party, they're going to take more power for themselves. Congress is going to be left out. And the world will keep spinning. See, preppers, we unplugged ourselves from reality. We look at the world in a different light. And if we're able to do that, we're able to look at them differently too. We won't follow them like everybody else. We won't blindly follow movements and blindly follow their leadership. We'll question things because we questioned ourselves. So preppers have a very big responsibility. Whether you're a part of a militia or not, you should join one. If you're a prepper and you have assault rifles and you have ammunition, you're getting ready for something. You're getting ready for people to take what you have. God forbid that's your own government. If we're all on the watch list together, we should all work together for the same goal. You know, we really need to restore this republic. But not through this. This brings nothing but death. A movement only lives as long as there's people to fight it. As long as there's people to talk and speak. As long as there's heart. The heart is the only weapon you can ever use to topple this system. They want you to fight back with this. They want you to start up something. They want you to fight. Most military dictatorships are brought in by military intervention. Militia takes action, right? They fire on police officers or some other foreign force. Next morning, they're at your doorstep confiscating weapons. Everybody that's associated with militias or radical movements, they get rounded up, taken out of society. They're disturbing the peace. Domestic terrorists, preppers, patriots, everybody. They're gone. Preppers have an obligation to society, not just to sustain themselves, but to sustain everyone. Give your resources away in your community. If you have excess harvest, start giving them to your neighbors. Start waking them up. Wake them up to possibility. Because you're on that watch list right now. You're watching this, you're probably on that watch list. Whether you like it or not. It's time to start prepping for reality. Let's take action. I refuse to live in a country that calls its returning veterans terrorists. That puts us on a list and defines us as something other than what we are. We're people. We have dreams and ambitions just like everybody else. The first step in recognizing a problem is seeing that one exists. This isn't the America that I grew up in. This isn't the America I want to give to my children. And this sure as hell isn't the America I want to live in. They're preparing for war on our own soil. They're allocating billions of rounds of ammunition. There's drones in our air. There's MRAPs on our streets. When are we going to start questioning reality here? When are we going to start wondering what the hell is going on? When are we going to start opening people up to possibility? Sure as hell isn't possibility anymore because it's happening. This isn't the greatest country in the world anymore. But it can be. Take action. You're the only person that can do it. This is a Firestorm movement, and that movement is you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We're always happy to hear what you guys have to say. Thanks for watching.